Hi there, today I want to present you a new design system for Figma or a Figma library. It's created by Mr. Biscuit, who created another or other great Figma plugins, and by Into Design Systems, which is a cool conference about design systems. And this new system is called Unstyled. And the idea of it is that you have a headless design system or a white labeling solution, whatever you want to call it. And so that you can buy this system and build like your own brand on top of it and style it like you need it, and the colors and border radiuses and typography and whatever like you need it. And it starts with a great tutorial. So this is really helpful. It explains that you need Token Studio, the plugin, which I already have, of course. And then you can download the JSON file here to add these styles to Token Studio. And even if you see the styles here already, maybe it's a good idea to load them so you already have the latest version. And then you need to apply this, and the best case to document, and then it's applying all of the styles to the whole Figma document. And then there's this nice feature of auto text color, which is crazy. So I prepared it like here. So you have a black background or a white background, and you can add this on top, and you see like this is changing the color depending on the background. So this is really, really crazy, and I've never seen this before. And this is this works through a color style called auto text color, and this is really cool, really great feature. And then we have the mutable slots, which is really cool to create super complex and flexible components without really, without detaching them. I will show this in a couple of seconds. So these are some of the highlights. Then you have tips to get you going into an easier direction, and having some hints to make things easier. And then we have a lot of different components. And let's take this button, for example. So one cool thing, of course, is that you can take Token Studio and change the primary color, for example, and then make everything like pink, save, and then it's applied everywhere. It's really nice, right? And you can do the same thing with your border radius if you want to have the radius. So this is a base radius, and all the other radiuses are coming from this or based on this base radius. So if we want to make it a bit lower to 4, then it's applying everywhere, and it's the other radiuses are calculating on the base radius, as you see here in this tooltip. And then you have other components, really cool components. And let's take, for example, this drop down here. So this is an example. You see the component itself doesn't look super complex, but you see in the examples what you can build out of it. So, and without detaching the component. So let's make a quick example. So if you go here to the left, you see in the drop downs you have the slot, and the slot is list. So, and if you want to change the content of the first item here, for example, then I can just select it and swap the instance through with another slot, like horizontal 4 or something like this. And then you see this swap slots in here, and then I can select one of them and then just change it here to replace it. Or what I prefer to do is go to the assets panel and then just take it from here, press Command, Alt, and Shift, and then drag and drop it inside of here. So, and like this, you can build super complex and flexible components. And let me show you one thing. So you can, for example, just start with the slots, and you have 4 different slots here, and then you can add more here. And then it's just building up on this, and then you can add the other components inside of this. And this is really cool, and you can do this like here inside of the components, and then you can create super flexible components. This is really nice, but you will need a couple of minutes to wrap your head around it, because it's, of course, it's complex. but it's really, really cool, and it makes sense to build up components like this. Yeah, it's not super quick. So if you want to build something really quick, a very quick mock-up, a UI screen or whatever, a screen to do some, I don't know, rapid prototyping, stuff like this, it should be really fast. Then, of course, it's not the fastest way. Then it's easier to just take your components out of the assets panel and building them up with auto layout, and that's it. But yeah, you see here, you can build really crazy components out of it and to reuse them without detaching the original one. So this is really, really nice. And yeah, you have some great components here, very special ideas. So, and I think if you want to learn about design systems and how to build up design systems very professionally and yeah, very flexible and smart, then you will learn a lot from the Unstyled design system. So this is really nice. If you're just getting the idea of Figma libraries, then it's maybe a bit overwhelming. I think some tutorial videos will come later to explain this a bit more, yeah, easy without reading so much and so on. So, and this of course will improve over the time, but it's a really, really crazy and great Figma library to build, yeah, to build up on. And yeah, I think this is a really cool thing, even if it seems complex in the beginning. But if you are working with this a couple of minutes and hours, and then you get used to it, how to work with this, then it's really fun and makes total sense. Okay, I think that's it for now. And yeah, check it out. It's really nice.